have such a beautiful energy about you, and you make such beautiful art. If anybody has not gone to her website yet, and I did put a link in the original event, your watercolors of the flowers. I mean, they're just, do you have anything near you? I didn't think to ask you to bring something handy. I'd love for people to see. She's got some great videos on her Instagram that show some of her beautiful artwork, and it's and I hope you take this the right way. It's very simple artwork. It's just beautiful colors. It's just gorgeous, right? Stay
Thank
wild.
you.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of them. And it's just beautiful, beautiful colors, right? And then what's that one say? I forgot.
Be you, be free.
You be free. Yes.
You know,
Mhm.
yes. And going back to not believing in myself, I did Julia Cameron's The Artist's Way
Oh, right. Yeah.
over 20 years ago, 25 years ago. I've done it a few times, but that was a life altering book for me. When I told you yoga found me, it was around the same time. Both of her book and then yoga taught me I am not my thoughts. I am not these thoughts that think I'm not good enough. I am not these thoughts that think I'm not creative. I am not these thoughts that think I'm not worthy or enough. And, my art is a healing. I've always used creativity as a healing modality. Art and journaling are the two, because I love anything that you can have in your hands and lean into. So for me and my clients and the women I work with, when you have a pen and a journal as your friend, and you can spill and you can doodle with some colors and you can draw with your opposite hand or draw with your eyes closed, you start to go, oh, I think I could do this. And then it opens this world for you that when I feel creativity is the gateway to your intuition. And so when I paint, I'm not painting the perfect flower, but what I've done is I've used it as meditation. It invites me to be in the moment. And when I'm in the moment, I'm out of my thinking head. I'm in my creative flow. I can feel. That's when that new idea pops up. And all of us, this is not Manifestor. This is everyone. When you want to, be in tune to the present moment, right? We need to get out of our thinking mind. And for me, it's art and journaling and spilling and playing and having fun with it, because I don't want to be a perfectionist. I'm not doing this to be perfect. But what you're saying about the simplicity of the art is I lean into watercolor because you can't control it. And it gets me to go with the flow. And water and color, you just got to go. And so the wetter the paper is, a lot of times the better it is for me, because I'm not controlling it. And so as I focus on the flower, it's gotten me so in tune with the flower. I pay attention more to nature. I love to paint in nature. I love to tune into nature. And that's again where I say, oh, there I am. And I think that's, for everyone listening, it's like, what is that thing? And when is that moment where you're like, oh, that landed for me?
I noticed a comment. Lynn says, in younger years, it was conditioned artistry out of me. I think she's saying that the artistry, and yeah, that's something I know with my daughter and with me too. I remember, loving art, but always feeling like it was something extra, like you could do when you had done everything else, right? Like if there was time left for it, and if you could do it good enough to be somebody else seeing it as valuable, and not, we didn't really encourage it. But my daughter's art, I still love it. I don't have anything handy, I don't think, but I have a beautiful huge painting she did in high school, where she had to build her canvas, and she painted our dog. And it looks like, and it's gorgeous. And I just love it because I love my dog and I love my daughter, and it's down in our family room. And then, stuff like that. But I remember she stopped doing a lot in art because so much of it was them trying to teach her certain skills and them telling her what to draw and what to create. And she's
Yes.
a manifestor. That didn't work. Right.
Yes.
Well, right.
Yes.
really understanding that you cannot tell a manifestor how to use their energy at all. I mean,
Right.
most of us need to have
Right.
a certain amount of freedom, but you've really inspired me. I think today I'm going to go, I have an area I created down in my basement and I haven't done anything with it in a while. I said I was going to do more art, and I feel like that's something that I have not been making enough time for. And I did, like I do many things. And you have it too, that gate of starting things. I start a lot of things. I started Julia Cameron's Artist Way, The Artist Way, several times, but I never finished the book. I still have it. I might dig it out. But the other book I really loved was, have you read Elizabeth Gilbert's Big
Mhm.
Magic?
Yes.
That was another one that was really inspiring in a creative way. And one of the things that I loved in her book was she talked about how sometimes we have a creative inspiration or an idea and we start it, but the universe finds the right person to finish it. And I'm
Mm.
wondering, because you have all this starting things energy, this initiating energy, and I'm wondering how you have felt about not always finishing what you start, and if you've been able to find the balance with that. Does that?
Yeah, it's a really good question. Well, for those of you sharing about, having those, creativity or artist wounds, I think most of us have that. Usually by about third grade, adults, we just have a memory of someone said we weren't good enough or the sky should be blue and, put rules on it. And that I think stifles us. I think that there is, some people like Julia Cameron and art journaling and finding those avenues that you can play in a safe place and explore and express your creativity. You don't have to show anyone in the beginning. That's part of what she teaches. It's like, it's okay. It's like a little baby. You want to take care of it for a while and nurture it and honor it and build power in that. And then eventually, and that's what happened with me. I mean, I'm married to a professional. He got recruited out of art school. That's his job, is to make, but not just paint. Like he's like building these crazy sculptures. So for a lot of years, I'd paint and maybe show him something, and he went to art school. He's used to having critiques. I don't, maybe this is my manifestor. I don't want a critique. I don't want you to tell me how to do it better. I just want you to tell me if you like it. That doesn't work for him. He's like, okay, you could have used, and so I'm not showing him anymore. And for a while, I had to do that to build power and strength in my own creativity and find who I was as an artist. So this, showing you this, my art and all that, is very new for me. And it's I thank the flowers. The flowers have made me brave, because it's opened a whole new world for me to get to share in a different way. And you're absolutely right. I've had for about 10 years, I've wanted to make affirmation decks and journal prompt decks and guided journals. And I do this in course form, but I haven't made the tangible product yet. And one block I was like, oh, I have to find a graphic designer, and there were so many things that I had to do. Once I started painting, I'm like, you know what? I can still lean into delegating and find the right team to help me manifest this, but I can still share some of my artwork and I can write the decks. And so that is really, because honestly, I would try to do everything. I'd try to okay, let's see if I could get the printer. I would think through all the steps. And now the right people have come to my life and will continue to help me bring these ideas that I don't have to do it from start to finish. And that, yes. Thank you.
Okay, you're getting lots of love, like a lot of hearts going